Should you get a new 2023? Last year's model? It's almost $7,000 off already. Would that save you money? Maybe, but that's not why we're here on a Sunday. Hello and welcome. It's Markets Trucking Answers, and it's the Sunday Rant. And aside from year-old model cars, here's the story from this week. This is really something, and I'm amazed that this kind of stuff even happens. I don't know, as they say, do people get their license from a Cracker Jack box? And also, does anyone say Cracker Jack box anymore? I don't think so. So, the other day I'm coming in the yard, okay, and I note a hazmat trailer there, a placarded trailer. I'm like, wow, I didn't know we did that. We don't haul hazmat. So I go into the office and ask the doofus sitting in there, I go, hey, doofus head, in my head, when we start hauling hazmat, we got to go get our hazmat? What's happening? Okay, he goes, no, we don't haul hazmat. I go, you got one in the yard? So he goes, what? And we go out there and walk around. Yeah, placarded trailer. Yes. Now you know why that is, because we open it up. What's in it? Nothing. But fully placarded. By the way, the front placard, these placards were taped on with clear tape, which is allowed. Okay, and there were no holders, right? So it's taped on in the front and clear tape right next to where you connect the hoses. So some driver obviously may not have completely done a full and complete pre-trip of the trailer. I love it. Rolling up, rolling, they be rolling. Isn't that how the song goes? So, I don't have an idea what I'm talking about. He rolls up with this hazmat trailer, I guess. He goes, so I'm going to have to try to figure out who did that. Right? I'm like, don't you know who brings the trailers in there? Oh, no, not really. Okay, so that's awesome. I guess the whole world is just incompetent. Do you do a most basic pre-trip would be at least look at the front of the trailer when you're already there hooking up the hoses. Because that trailer didn't drive itself in. So presumably whatever load was in it before from whatever was a placarded load. Although, I don't know. Now, thinking about it, I don't know. I don't know how long or how many people or companies or whatever have moved a trailer around and just left the placards on it. And thought, well, heck, it'll eventually need those placards again. Why don't we just put all the placards on it and just leave them on there? And go, well, we'll just leave these on here. Eventually somebody will take this. What is happening? Now, I gripe about this a lot, but you can't really call yourself a professional if you don't at least take out the placards from an empty trailer. Can we agree this is like the most minimal thing to do, the least thing, even if you don't want to do anything else, you see that front placard and you think, oh, maybe there's still other placards. No, but this driver, no. And he was, quote, working on who did it, right? They're not going to do anything. Companies are just happy to have somebody move their trailers around. They're not going to do anything. I guarantee it. They will not. Oh, we could never figure out who did that. They have no idea, because somebody who would roll a trailer with placards on it that's empty also is not putting that trailer in their log, because that takes too much time also. Talk about hook and book. Now, it's nice to be able to drop and hook, but can you do just the minor thing of taking placards off a trailer? Now, should the driver be fired? No. What I would do, I'd make him come and take a hazmat class or do something in the office at a very inconvenient time, like Sunday afternoon or something like that, where they would have to come in and I wouldn't dispatch them until they did it. Because they'll say, oh, well, I can't come in. Well, then you're not going to come in, and the next class I would say is in 2 weeks. Or something like that, because this is a huge problem for them and the company if they get stopped and they're misplacarding what it would be. He goes, I don't even think anybody has hazmat. I go, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a hazmat load. He's just running a placarded empty trailer. Not a good plan. And what are the chances this driver is looking at any of the trailers that they take? Right? Let's look at their logs. Let's look at all this. But Am I in charge of that? No, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think a good hazmat class that is taught on a Sunday evening or something like that would be how people would get to understand how important it is. All right. So that's what we should do with that. We should get a year-old Charger as well. It's only a V6. That's disappointing. What are you going to do when you're getting a year-old one, right? Better than that. There's a Fiat 500 here too. That's a year-old. Way better than that. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon. Look at it. It's Sunday morning. Look at that. On another Trucking Answers.